Hey there, Erik Bee here with Real Estate Funnel Systems, and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for watching. On this video, we are doing a motivated seller call review. Now, reviewing your calls is one of the best ways to get better at closing more appointments and ultimately getting more deals. If you're interested in finding out ways that I personally work with my clients on how to close more deals in less time while creating the best client experience and testimonials, check out all of the information in the description below. Now enjoy the video and please ask all of your questions in the comment section and I'll make sure to take the time to get you an answer. Now, of course, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and smash the bell so that you get notified every time we put out our content. We'll see you on the next video.
This is the one where after was when Ryan told me to make it be more conversational.
Good afternoon, Rick speaking. May I help you?
Hi, Rich. This is Jackie. I'm with Three Doors. How are you today?
I'm great. What is
Yeah.
Three Doors?
Oh, I have a note here from my colleague that you were in contact about your property. So I was just following up with you in regards to that. Um, all right. So I see that. So you have some minor repairs that are needed, but new carpet, new dishwasher, things like that. Are there any other updates that you guys have made?
It's got granite counters and mahogany cabinets, stainless steel appliances.
Yeah, that
Bathrooms
sounds
are updated.
okay. Good.
I don't know why I
Okay.
started with that. I guess that
So
was
this
what was in the
so this is a rental property for you then, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, why you start? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
why did I start there? That was weird.
Mhm. But so here's the importance:
Mm,
is when you start on just an odd or a random foot in the conversation
mm.
where you're just like, oh, I why did I start like that? Like it went this route.
Yeah,
Um, that that affects the rest of the dance. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
sure.
because then you're getting this information before you get like it's just like you're kind of like whoa, and the conversation is far more likely to be just more awkward
Right.
in general, and that's why the cadence of the script just that cadence itself really helps,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yes,
I
it is.
agree.
Great. Okay. And how much rent do you get per month on it?
This tenant's been with me for 5 years, and I get 1,200 a month from him.
Okay. Great.
I've gotten as much as 14.
Okay. Gotten as much. Okay. 1,400 a month. Okay. And all right. And so I've got that in my notes here now. And so just to make sure that I understand and I can meet your needs, what are you looking to achieve by selling the property at this time?
The only reason I'd be selling it is because they want a larger home, and so I was going to buy a larger home and rent that to them.
Oh, okay. The tenants want a larger home?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so you're going to do that for them. That's wild. I've never actually come into contact with a situation like that. So that's very unique. That's cool, though.
Yes,
That's
it
very
is.
nice. All right. So, do you have an expectation on value? Just kind of looking for a ballpark range?
I think it's worth about 215.
Yeah. Okay. 215. How did you come up with that ballpark?
Just what I've seen in the market. I
Okay.
stay pretty much in touch.
Okay. Now, do you mind me asking why you're going to buy them a larger home and then rent that to them? Can they not get a traditional bank mortgage? And they
Not at
need
this
to.
time, no.
Oh, okay, okay, all
And
right.
they keep having babies, so
Oh,
we
they keep
about
having
rented
babies. Okay, all right, I understand. So that makes
and
it tough when you.
ki- kids are in private schools, so
Yeah, okay, all right. And so they're long-term renters, is what I understand.
yep, yep, it's
Okay,
looking that way.
all right, no problem. Private school, so. and long term. All right. Do you have an agreement with them to find that property, or have you guys done much looking already, or is that
I
something?
mean, we've looked at some properties before.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it would not take us long to find a property if this one was sold.
Okay, cool. All right. And so, yeah, I was just kind of checking to see. So you guys, they would be able to make a move pretty quickly then on that, or is this something that you
Yep.
guys, do you
Nope.
have a timeline on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, they could move absolutely.
Okay, quickly. All right. And so, all right, I've got all of that in there. And so, would you like to know how we work with our clients here at Three Doors?
I'm sure.
Okay, so well, we work with our clients in three primary ways. So first being, we purchase your property cash, pay 100% of your closing costs, and we can close in your timeline. So that's as quick or as long as you need. The second way that we can help is that we list your property on the MLS as is without making any repairs. And we'd push the price as much as the market would support for a property being in similar condition as yours and sell the traditional way. Or if there's room for price improvement through rehabbing the property, which it doesn't sound like there is, but we could guide you through making the most updates that would add the most value to your property and then also sell the traditional way. For all three ways, we'll give you a net sheet showing you what you'll be putting in your pocket for all three options and then the comps to support those values given to you. And then afterward, you'll have more clear information on your property value and the tools necessary to make a confident decision moving forward with everything. Does that sound like something of value for you?
As long as we're not looking at, doing a wholesale kind of deal.
Okay, and what's your reservations with that, if I
Well,
might
I mean, I don't want to give up equity in the property for a quick sale kind of
ask?
thing.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I think it'll sell quickly anyway, and it wouldn't take long to make the repairs that need to be made. It's just like we put a new roof on it, and they put a ridge cap in it and everything, so it vents properly now. But prior to that, it was getting too hot, and so there's some cracks in the paint along the beam, and we just need to fix that. And then there's just some minor touch-up type stuff that needs to be done to bring it up to where it would show properly.
Okay. So I understand. And have you done anything to get it ready to list, or besides, I mean, have you talked with an agent or anything of that nature?
No, and the only reason I haven't is because I just bought a house in Florida next to the house where I live, and I've been remodeling it, and I'm kind of on hold until I close on that, which is this Friday.
Okay.
So I've identified what needs to be done to the house to get it ready, and
Okay.
that's about as far as we are. And again, we know what area they want to live in, and we found plenty of houses that would meet their needs.
Mhm.
It's just being in a position where I can pull the trigger.
Okay. Okay. So that makes sense. And all right. Well, if I can, work up a rough draft here in the office from one of my acquisition managers, and if the range makes sense, then we could take the next step to, set the appointment to come out and see the property, to put together the most accurate offer possible for you. Would that be something that you would want to do first?
Yep, I can arrange that with the tenants.
Okay, great. So, yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and put this on one of my guys' radars and see if they don't mind doing that, and then touching base with you prior to you needing to reach out to the tenants. And so, and then if things look like it'll work out and pan out for us, then we can go ahead and move forward with setting the appointment with them. So,
Can I give you my email?
yes, absolutely. What is that?
It's Medicare Benefits with an S on the end of benefit,
Here. Okay,
99@gmail.com.
Medicare benefits 99@gmail.com.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Well, I am going to assign this to one of my acquisition managers. I'm actually not sure at this pinpoint who that might be, but I will contact you. I will send you a message and I'll let you know who will be reaching out. Will that be okay?
Okay, that'll be perfect.
All right. Well, thanks so much for your time. I hope that you have a great evening.
You do the same.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So how'd it go?
I felt like that one went good. I just didn't like how I started off. And I feel like everything overall went good.
Well, why don't you like the way you started off? What was the?
Because I started off weird because I went down, I started off on condition and stuff, because that was what was in the notes. Instead of starting off with, like we talked about, the script and the cadence of that.
Mhm, mhm.
So I think, but overall, like I feel like it went good. It was an easy guy to talk to. It was an easy, you know, to get him to the next step. I felt like to get him, to do a phone consult essentially.
Mhm.
Um, so I just, yeah,
Yeah. So he wants to sell,
yeah,
right?
yeah, he's ready.
The house needs some work,
Yeah,
right?
yep,
They're clear that they want to buy something bigger.
yep. And they already know where, and they've already been looking. So
Very good lead.
they're ready to, yeah. So I gave that one to Matt Walt, and so he's running with it. And think that I think he's got a contract out to him. That's what I maybe understand.
Okay.
So yeah,
Um, so mission accomplished,
yeah,
right? I mean,
Yep.
like mission accomplished. To me, I thought your pitch was really good
okay, good.
because
Thank you.
I mean, you read it really smooth. Um, and you
Even though
asked the
I was
question.
reading it, yeah. Even though that wasn't, yeah, that was the one that Ryan had just mentioned to me on the way out. He's like, "Hey, I heard how that went. Just from experience, like I could tell when you start reading versus when you're just being conversational." And so I'm like, okay, so I'm just trying to shift out of that mindset where I just start reading and rambling on to really thinking about like what I'm saying to them and then what they've already given to me.
Yep.
So maybe like if the rehab part doesn't fit into their equation because it's already, like a nice house or whatever, then I could say, "Oh, thank you so much." I could just say, I could just explain to them like this one might not work out to your best advantage, but it is one of our options, and talking about pushing, renovating to, you know, to get the best price possible for them, and then kind of going from there.
Hmm.
So I think,
Yeah. No, I, yes, I could tell you were reading it,
yeah,
but
right.
here's the thing. Um, you asked the question, would you like to hear the way and he responded favorably. So that part of the script worked, did its part.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
So bingo. And then you went into your script.
Yeah,
Again, yes, we could tell you were reading. Could he tell that you were reading? Maybe, maybe not. I didn't think it was like that bad. We just know the script,
right.
right?
Uh-huh.
Because you read well. You're not a clumsy reader. You read really well.
Thank you.
You just read at a different cadence
Yes, I
than
do.
than
Yeah.
your natural speak. Your natural speech cadence is slower than your reading cadence.
Yeah.
So so that is it is what it is. So we could tell, but it landed smooth. I felt. So I mean, as I was
Right.
listening to it, I was like, man, that was a good pitch. Um, and then he kind of replied with the, as long as we don't do that wholesale thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Um, and then I found it interesting that you asked him, well, why is that,
Yeah. Well,
right?
I gotta know, what's his hang up.
Um, yeah. So, what you might ask, what does wholesaling mean to you?
Okay. That's a good question.
Like
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, wholesaling. Okay. You know, we know that term here in this office, but what does that mean to you? I want to make sure that we're talking apples to apples here. Okay. Is one thing to say, and I think there's a soft close that's
Uh-huh.
necessary. The soft close that's necessary here is, so if we got you a price that you were happy with, you'd want to accept it and move toward, you'd want to move forward and get onto your larger house. Is that what I'm hearing? Right? As long as we can come to an agreement on price, you're interested in moving forward.
Right. Okay. But making sure that we're talking apples to apples and that what their wholesale or what their idea of wholesaling is truly like what we're
No.
doing. But what if it
If I
is?
can get you an offer that you're happy with, like besides wholesaling, retail, like but
Doesn't even
brass
matter.
tacks,
Just okay.
brass tacks, bottom line it. If I can get you an offer that you're happy with,
Uh-huh.
is that something you would move forward with, right? As long as you're happy with the price. Sounds like you're ready to move forward. Was that what I'm hearing?
Okay.
Because then he's going to say yes, right?
Right.
Yeah, if you get me a price that I'm happy with, yeah, I'm ready to move forward. I told you, right? We already know where we want to go. I got all this figured out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Now we're on the same page.
Okay.
If I get you an offer, if my team gets you an offer, okay, well, so what does the team look like? Okay. Well, so what's the next steps? This is where setting expectations begin.
Okay.
Right? So if I can get you an offer that you'd be happy with, if I can get you an offer with the value that you'd be happy with, would you move forward?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, wonderful. So I asked you a question. Now the expectation is that if the offer makes sense, you're going to move forward. All right. So now how do we get to that offer? Well, the next step is for me to introduce you to my team member, Matt, and he's going to take a deep dive into the comps and your property, given based on the condition that you and I discussed on this call. And so that on the next call between you and Matt, you guys can have a value conversation.
Right.
Okay. It's either that or if you, for the clients that are real serious about considering an offer, we can just skip this step and go right to an appointment where we go walk the property. And that's where you get the real offer. Conversation is conversation.
Yep.
Right. So if you want a value conversation with Matt, he's happy to do so. I'll schedule you on his calendar, and you guys can have that. He'll pull up the comps and he'll do everything he needs to do to have a desktop level value conversation with you. Okay? And then you guys can decide at that point if it makes sense to do an appointment. Or if you're real serious, like a lot of our clients that are very serious about selling, we can just go right to the appointment where Matt can meet you at the property and do the evaluation on the spot and make an offer on the spot. Both scenarios work fine for us.
Okay.
Okay. We do reserve the appointments, in-person appointments for people that are very serious about considering an offer, because that's when the deep level of value consideration or analysis goes in. We're driving comps, we're spending our time in the field. So we don't just do that for anybody that's looky-loo.
Right.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See?
Yep, it does.
So you'll get somebody to buy in. They'll just shuffle themselves into the right spot. Hey, should we spend just a desktop level and next conversation on the phone, or should we go walk the property? It's up to you.
Okay.
But if you're really urgent, we should just go to the property.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And that's probably where I should have went with that with this one, the call that we just listened to. Felt like it was pretty, at the top of his mind. He just had a different property he was waiting to close on in the meantime, but other than that, that was the only holdup. So,
Yeah, appointment
but we
set.
got the appointment anyway. But
Yeah.
that's not the idea there. But yeah,
Yep. You could have commanded an appointment easily on that,
yeah, I think
right?
so.
Yeah, because you would have been like, hey, it sounds like an offer from us right now would be something you'd want.
Right.
I mean, based on this conversation, that's the one thing that's holding you back from moving forward. So let's get you an offer.
Yep.
You see it like I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
get you an
definitely.
offer then. Okay, so we can get you an offer a couple different ways. We can do the soft offer, which is a desktop analysis, or we can do a real offer where we go meet you at the property, walk the property, and write an offer on the spot. Either way is fine with us. I'm kind of based on our conversation. It sounds like it might be worthy of doing an in-person appointment.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Right. Okay. So you called it soft offer versus real offer?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. A phone appointment. I call it a rough draft. It's a desktop analysis.
Uh-huh.
So it's not, you know,
Sure.
and I explain it that way because when people have this expectation of like, well, you said you're going to give me an offer and I just want an offer, and it's like, yeah, that's fine, and we can talk about an offer, but to a real offer, we need to see the property.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's just too much logic there.
Right. Okay.
So
Well, I've got it. Got that in my notes.
yeah, uh, but yeah, so I think not to be self-serving here, but I think uh, spending more time on this script
Yeah.
will help you.
Okay.
So the homework is just practice the script. I
Okay.
think I think when you're on this script, it's going well. It's
Right.
going better than when you're off of it.
Yep.
So intro, client's needs, use, condition,
Yep.
and I think your calls are good. So you're just getting more comfortable with the script and staying on it. I think you're going to just be driving the calls a little bit better.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. What are your thoughts? What's your feedback?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting overall more comfortable just in general. Speaking with people with, a wide array of things going on. You never know what you're going to encounter with the next call kind of situation. So, just kind of keeping my mind open. But yeah, but definitely making sure that my script is ready
Yeah.
and having it on my screen is something too. I feel like is probably better than me going back and forth between paper script or anything. So I've been
Mhm.
definitely trying to keep it. I have two screens, so I don't know why I was using paper before. It doesn't make sense to me, and thinking about it. So yeah, anyways, so I've got this and I've been working on it in my Google Drive. Just it's pretty much what you have in PDF format, but
Mhm.
so I have it copied and pasted so then I can edit it and
Mhm. Perfect.
put in because I've copied. I love all the blue with the black, with the bold, with the
Yep.
all of that. It helps me see it,
Yep.
and, kind of where to go next and stuff. So that's really been helpful.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really good. Awesome.
Yep. I do have a quick question because on this script, so if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, because it says, haha, cash flowing rental, and it's red on the very end. Yep. I have encountered this a few times, so kind of curious as to what could be a quick plug and play quick bit.
Yeah. So the objection is, well, it's a cash flowing rental.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why sell it?
Yeah, that's great. That's a good question.
So why are we talking? I usually, I think having rental properties is a great thing most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. So, is there a particular reason why you're interested in selling it if it's cash flowing?
Yeah. Okay.
And usually the answers are, well, we're just tired of being a landlord, or yeah, we're moving, so we want to sell this property because we don't want to be out of state landlords,
Mm-hmm.
or um, the well, you said you want to make me an offer, so I might, depending on what you can offer me, I might buy something better, right? Trade up.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that.
Right? I'm just going to trade up. I'm going to get myself a different rental. Right?
Yeah. Or, like why do I need to talk to you guys? Because I have cash flowing from this. So why are you guys like trying to buy my property? That's kind of like more of a,
Like, hey, I'm cash flowing, so why are you even
yeah.
calling?
Yeah, that's more of the attitude and
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Well, cool guy. I'm
I'm like, I'm
congrats.
happy for you. Like,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Congratulations. We're calling everybody, not just you.
Right.
So, like you can, it's all good.
Everyone, not just you. I wouldn't say that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, we're calling. Hey, I know we're reaching out to all homeowners.
There you
Why
go.
are you calling me? Oh, well, I mean, we're calling you, but we're also calling it everybody else. We're calling everybody in the neighborhood, all homeowners in this area, because this is the area that we're actively buying in. So that's it.
There we go. Okay. Just that bit. Okay, I've got it.
Um,
That is my typical go-to. So
y-
yeah.
yep, that's it. No, we're just reaching out to everybody. And um, have you ever considered selling that property?
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, it's cash flowing. Okay, so no, it's cash flowing. So why would I? Then maybe you don't need to sell it. I don't know. I'm asking if you've ever thought about it. And if the answer is no and you're not interested, great. Man, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that house grows into many more for you.
Yeah. I have another question about your script because up here in the, oh, where was this? It says DQ. Does that mean to disqualify?
Yes.
Okay, just needed to make sure. So that's what Eric told me, but I was like, oh, that's it's actually a really good way. But yeah, great opportunity for rapport and weeding out unrealistic expectations. Either they want too much and we DQ them, or they got a really low ball number and confirm the other investor's offer was low ball. So that's up at the realtor investor question under value and value expectations.
Okay, so right here, you have a
Yep.
question about this?
DQ, just the DQ, just that.
Okay, so a great opportunity for report.
I didn't know what that meant.
Okay, realtor, have you signed? Okay, so this is what okay, so this is
I
in
understand
context,
it now.
right? This is out of the context of, like, hey, so are you guys talking to anybody else about
Yep.
selling your house? Any other realtors, investors, or any other offers on the table?
Yep.
Oh, okay. If yes, what did those offers come in at? Why haven't you accepted any of those offers?
Right, that's a good one too. I did ask that the other day, and
Yeah, great. You got offers? Cool. So why didn't you accept them?
yep,
They were too low? Oh, okay.
yeah,
Right?
yep,
Yeah.
and that was
Okay.
the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Too low compared to what?
Okay, that's a good way of asking without directly asking.
Compared to what? Like, did you have higher offers, or?
Right. Or what was she expecting? Yeah.
Like, okay. So great opportunity for rapport, weeding out the unrealistic expectations. So that, like, by having this conversation, like, as opposed to, or what were you like? Where's your expectations? This is we're building rapport, and I'm trying to understand the expectations, right? And
Mm-hmm.
um, either way, if they want too much, then we DQ them, we disqualify them. All right, well,
Right.
you're crazy. You're in left field.
Well, that's what I was getting hung up on reading that. I was like, what does DQ mean? I'm like, and what my brain just wasn't there for some reason. Just
Yep,
that
yep.
um
Or yeah, and then
what
then
about
you
it?
then you say, like, all right, so what were some of those low ball offers? Oh,
Right.
you get them get them to say what the low ball offers were. Oh, what kind of low ball offers did you get?
Right.
Okay. I don't want to make you an offer and get thrown, get told it's a low ball offer, and my offer is the best that I can do.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about my offer, then we can.
And typically I tell them that I'm not that person that will be able to give them the offer. So I kind of like relay that information that, that'll be the acquisition manager
Yeah.
to do
If
that.
you'd like to talk about an offer, I
Uh-huh.
would love to connect you with
Yep.
my guy.
Yep.
So the more distinct you can make that handoff, the better it is. So
Okay.
in my last call, I wrote down at minute 7:11, don't say this. And what that was when you were like, I don't know who's gonna call her. I don't know who I'm gonna hang. So it'll be somebody. I'm not sure. Okay, but like that's kind of how it ended,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
As
don't.
opposed to like, wonderful. I'm gonna have Matt give you a call.
Hmm.
Matt's a great guy, and
So I
has
should already be pre-formulating who I'm giving this to as I'm
yeah,
fielding the call and the lead.
yep.
Okay.
Even if you have to change, well, I'm gonna pitch it. I'm gonna tell the guy Matt, but then if
Yeah.
you have to change it to Nick or somebody else, you can make that adjustment later. But
Okay.
you want to have the confidence of like the expectations.
Yes. Of just knowing who. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't want to be okay. I don't know,
Yes, I heard that too.
right?
Yeah.
So just that's kind of like the setting expectations. So you just want to be really clear on the next like, all right, so here's the next steps. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Does that sound good? How do you like that? All right.
Yep.
Sounds like we got a plan here.
Okay. All right. I'll be more on that and
Yeah.
following this more to the whole with the intro and then the needs going to there and building the report and then moving on to my condition and use.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome. All right,
Well, I
Jackie. Well,
appreciate it.
I gotta get running here, but
Yeah,
good
that's
call.
okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I know I appreciate your time today and all of the feedback you've given me and helped me with. So appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah. Thanks for watching our video. This is just one of many different call reviews that we have for you. So I'll see you on the next video. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and smash the bell so you get notified every single time we put out our content. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.